Hello guys, today we will perform data visualization task with Python and 3 different libraries, Matplotlib, Seaborn, and Plotly, performing the same analysis of a real job from Upwork. Data visualization using Python for faculties and their expenses, which would pay $25 on Upwork. It's not a lot, but the point is that it's a real project. And here's the Excel file with budgets by campaigns and some segments and tabs representing sheets for different faculties. And the client described the conditions, what to include, what not to include, what to group, what to calculate, and what to visualize. So I will show you a Python script, and I will also upload it on GitHub, and I will put a link in the description below with 3 different versions. Basically, data calculation and grouping is the same, but then what is different is visualization libraries. So let's see the visual result for all 3 of them. But meanwhile, let's start with analyzing the data. So we have 3 dictionaries. I'm not even sure what that means. PG spend and UG spend and agency spend. And then we are reading the sheet names of that Excel sheet. With Pandas, we are reading Excel file. Then we have the list of faculties to take, only those specified by client. If sheet is not in that list, then we continue with the next sheet. Then we read the Excel specific sheet into the data frame, and then we query that data frame, again, according to the client's descriptions. We sum media spend, segment PG and UG. Again, I'm not sure what that means, but that doesn't matter. So we need to calculate PG spend, UG spend, and agency spend per sheet, per faculty. And so you would understand the result. Let's print out agency spend and let's launch the file with Matplotlib. This is the visual, and we will get to that. Another visual and another visual, but agency spend, the value is this. Dictionary of the key of the Excel sheet, and then per agency key. So agency key and then spending. So this is 800, other ones are zeros, and so on for all the faculties. And now how do we visualize that? So for Matplotlib, we import pyplot as PLT on top, and then we will draw subplots. PG spend by faculty, bar chart, and then PLT show. Then UG spend, the keys are on the x-axis, the values are on the y-axis with different color. Again, PLT show in pie chart. If I did that in Jupyter Notebook, I wouldn't need to use PLT show. And then in this case, we have more subplots for each item of agency spend. And we also need the legend in this case, and we show the result. Again, visually, figure 1 is PG spend by faculty. Figure 1 as well, it is called, is UG spend by faculty. And then this is the faculty and then agency spend keys. And also the client asked for insight, what we can draw from that. So we just specified the leaders, the highest spenders per faculty and agency. So this is the Matplotlib. Now, Seaborn, same thing with data grouping, and then to show the plot, we have SNS bar plot. SNS stands for this alias, so import Seaborn as SNS, and then we do bar plot with data, set the title, and again PLT show. Another bar plot, another title, again PLT show. In this case, spend per agency, we built a separate data frame, which we can then pass to a bar plot. Let's launch that one, and this is the result. PG spend, UG spend, and spend by agency. So this one looks a bit differently. And then the third library is Plotly. We're using Plotly Express. Again, the data is the same. And then with Plotly Express, we do px bar with a few more parameters of colors. So this is UG spend, and this is per agency. Let's launch that one. And this is what Plotly does. It opens the web browser for interactive charts. So this is the third chart of spend per agency. And then there are 2 more charts. This is the PG spend, and you see the scale here, and UG spend. So I have 3 URLs with 3 interactive charts. So if you want to have a web chart plot with interactive, for example, hover over and more potential filters, then Plotly is the way to go. between Matplotlib and Seaborn. The difference is not that big. Matplotlib I can consider an industry standard, and Seaborn is kind of on top of that if you need to visualize something differently than Matplotlib does. What do you think? Which library do you use the most or recommend in which cases? Let's discuss in the comments below. And if you want more practical tips like this one from Upwork and elsewhere, subscribe to the channel. I will keep shooting more videos. That's it for this time, and see you guys in other videos.